Hello guys, welcome back to Blueprints, episode 27. Off we go. Last time we had a pretty fruitful day, in such a way that we unlocked our 5th permanent edition, being the satellite dish. And we had a laboratory in the house, so we could go back in the house and download a new data package. We made a custom package. So that's definitely something we want in the house today, the laboratory. Should not be that hard, we have 2 in our floor plan structure. But I was going through my notes and I'm like, what's next? We know we can remove crates from the tunnel. Where does that lead? I have no idea. We will see. There are a bunch of crates in that tunnel though. Because that was one of the things that were in that data package. We have lit up these things here already quite a while ago. That's when we saw that there is some sort of pathing going through there, but there are a bunch of crates here, as far as you can see. So this could be 20-30 crates or something that we have to remove before that thing opens here. But now we know how to do it. See, we now have the satellite disk, which is our 5th permanent edition. We could download a new package with experiments in the laboratory, and one of them was remove a crate, was the effect. So if we have something like what were one of some of these new things were something like draft a room with a fireplace or something, then you can get like the den, the dining room, the furnace. There probably are a bunch of other rooms which actually have a fireplace. If we would do that as our trigger, and then the effect would be remove a crate, then we can remove quite a few crates. We'll see. I also want schoolhouse, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna draft and try to get some rolling dice. Now I do have 2 boudoirs which are upgraded. Boudoirs are upgraded with 2 rolling dice. The guy's bedroom is upgraded with 2 rolling dice. And I have 2 boudoirs because I have duplicated that one in the chambers of mirror. So we have permanently 2 boudoirs and 2, no, not 2 guys, only 1. 2 boudoirs and 1 guy's bedroom. So potentially there are 6 rolling dice, doesn't matter. We only need 2. We can also find them in a trunk or something. Now that doesn't mean I'm gonna run a color for bedrooms. We're not doing that. Because if we do get the rolling dice, I want to get the schoolhouse outside, and then we want to get classrooms, and then we're gonna just run blue as our color. That's why I will not do violet now. It will show up at some point, hopefully in one of these corners. We'll do observatory. See what they have to give. Start date 39. What is this? This is a key, I think. This is delicious apples. This is 4 stars. What is that? A gem? And here we have I think flowers, gem flowers, I think. Yeah, okay. So yeah, as long as Drax is not in there, you can just drop everything. And even Drax has his purpose if once you decide to go for the sweepstake trophy. Laboratory, sure. Let's see what we can get with our new package. We had to select, it was like 8 new triggers. They were added to the 8 old ones that we already had. So you now have 16 triggers and you need to choose at least 8 of them. And the same for the effects. So we picked 8 triggers and 8 things. So we should have like, and you can always change it in the packet management. You can always change it back whenever you need it. So yeah, we'll see. Either remove crates or deliver mails to the mailroom would be nice. Okay, we'll go with the letter then. The crates are not in it. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems. No, let's do for each room with a fireplace. I don't think we have one yet. So what do we want? Den, dining room, drawing room. We have 2 drawing rooms actually. And then I don't know. I really don't know. We'll see. If we get the power, we might come back here and connect to security to put out the system, but at the moment we don't have the power yet. We do have an experiment though. So far I don't think we have dropped the room with a fireplace, so let's get the show on the road. Fireplace rooms, please. None of them are, so then we'll just take the key from the hallway. And I will draft here in case we get a T-shape. No, of course not. Okay. Keycard system off, gymnasium off, dark room off, garage on. Okay. Now I'm also thinking, we had the moon pendant the last time. What actually... we got the lucky rabbit's foot, the treasure map and the sledgehammer. It even gave us 3 things. Okay, where is the treasure map? It's still in that same square? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go back to laboratory in this case. Reason being, we put out the power, we need to connect through the laboratory computer. We connect with security and put out the system. Logging to the network. Remote control, please. Access to security. Okay, let's see. We haven't missed anything today. It's a surprise. Usually we miss something. Keycard system is offline. Okay, power is off, which means we can put out a high chance of getting these doors, and we unlock them so we can just push them open. High unlocked with power off. That's what we want. Okay. Now we can have a high chance of getting these doors. Okay, we'll go back here then, I guess. Courtyard's a bit of a waste of an exit. The other 2 are not great either though. We'll go with courtyard. Hopefully we get a shovel. No, we don't, but hey, we got gems. We got lovely flowers today because of the observatory, and we have a sledgehammer, so we can just open this, and there we go. Also a way of getting rolling dice. And now we go outside and we drop the schoolhouse. Didn't take us too long to get our rolling dice. You could always take the gamble and go outside from the beginning, but if it doesn't show up in the first 3 floor plans, then you have a problem. Now we don't have a problem. We will have schoolhouse. Even if we have to roll twice, we will have schoolhouse. No, we were lucky this time. We would have gotten it anyway. A letter has been delivered to the mailroom. So apparently this thing also has a fireplace. Even has a coin from Herbie. We read all this. We switch the flame on. That's okay. And now of course we choose blue, because the classrooms are blue. And you can redraw a few times in every classroom, I think. So in theory you could make like a chain of classroom, 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 classroom. No, it's not as great as you think with the way that we have built our houses here. Yeah, we could get a classroom here, but then we cannot get another one linked to it. Library. Just to get it out of the way. The coupon book. Yeah, we don't need this anymore. We ordered this book because on page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Page 13, word 10 was scorched, but we found it in the underground book, which is the same as this one, but that one misses pages. But it didn't miss this page, so you don't need to order this book. Or that sundial puzzle. You actually do not have to order any book. Because you come to... They put you on the clues when you are reading a new clue, which is the second book of your mother. When you're reading that here in the library, and then you put these clues together, and then you have that, you already have the violet book because you're reading it. So that's, you can find that word in that book, and then the other one you need to find in the fixed stars, which you can also find in the observatory, so you don't need a library for that. And then the other word is in the realm in rune, which is also downstairs on the blue flame elevator, so you also don't need a library for that. And then the other one, the other word is in the red prince, which you can find either in the nursery or the master bedroom. So you don't actually need the library for any of it. I don't want classroom. I also don't want dining room, that's too low. Let's redraw. This thing doesn't have a drop. Now I potentially want classroom now. The problem is we also need some gems, because classrooms do cost a gem. So we do need to get a shovel at some point. Yeah, we'll take one here. Now we can get, you want to get an L shape, but then you need to make sure that in the next room you can get an L shape again, so that you can sort of zigzag. We will take it this time. So this is grade 1, yeah, we've seen this 100 times. This is with the flags and so. This is also the classroom, which is, if you add it from the drafting studio to your floor plans, this is the only one you can get. But if you have the schoolhouse outside, you can get way more of them. And you can redraw here 4 times apparently. So we will redraw until we get an extra one. But yeah, here's our problem. We have no gems. Because classrooms have apples. Okay, grade 2 is about mathematics. There are also filing cabinets in here. Okay. So, what are we doing? What's this? Attention, Mrs. Hannah Peterson. After a few false leads, I managed to track down one of the old textbooks from your list. The original compendium was in archival storage on the restricted floor on the campus library, to which I unfortunately still have access. However, I'm devastated to report that the pages 36 and 37 pertaining to your query had been removed. It's such a shame that the progress of higher academy is constantly thwarted by the political whims of the CBE. If you wish, I can transcribe the surviving pages and send them to you, but I don't believe there is any mention of course of any kind in their text. The original compendium was in archival storage. On a restricted floor of the campus library. Pages 36 and 37. I have no clue what this is about, to be honest. Okay, so what's going on here? 2 and 5 is 7. Plus 4 plus 9, that's 13. Plus 7 minus 3 is 4. Plus 9 minus 8 is 1. 2 times 2 is 8. So yeah, this is basic things. And now we need to see if we can figure out if that's correct or not. This guy has 10. Let's see. 7 is fine. 13 is fine. 4 is fine. 1 is fine. 2 times 2 is 4, yep. 3 times 4 is 12. So this guy has the whole left side correct. 7, 10, that's fine. 7 minus 3 is 4, yep. 6 minus 1 minus 3, this one is false. False. Should be 2, this one. 7 times 3 is 21, that's correct. 6 times 1 is 6, times 3 is 18, this one is false as well. 6 minus 1 is 5, times 3 is 15. So yeah, he has the 3 and the 24 wrong. Or she does. Penelope Cruz. This guy has 9 out of 12. 7, 13, 4, 1, 4, 12. The left side is correct. 9 is wrong here. That's correct. Here, 7 times 3 is 21. So the 18 here is false. And then should have this one. Yeah, this one should be 15, not 16. So yeah, he has the 9, the 18, and the 16 wrong. Okay, Jenny, whatever. The 8 is infinite. Yeah, in this game, definitely. Can you find the difference? Okay, now we have a problem here. I can't do more classroom, I have no more gems. Okay, we'll do then, that is a fireplace. There we go, another letter have been delivered and it will give us a gem so we can get classrooms again. Really? Pretty early. Okay. Grade number 3. Science is fun. Fluorine, uranium, nitrogen. Okay. Periodic table of elements. Don't tell me we have to another filing cabinet here. Okay, what are we doing? Use the elements below to form the answers to each question below. H2O in liquid state is called. H2O in solid state is called. H2O in gaseous state is called. H2O in liquid is WATR, water. Solid state is IC, ice. And in gaseous state smoke. Something like that? No. Can't make smoke. There's no ammo in here. I don't know. We'll see. We have an idea, but we'll see what they answer. Okay, what did we got here? Water, ice, gas? There is no G, mate. Yeah, water and ice is correct, but Cassandra, what did you do? Quinn, water, ice, and Mrs. Peterson. Disrespectful. See me after class. Okay. Yeah, this guy. Nobody has the last one. You can't make the last one. Is that the clue? It's not possible. Water, ice. Water in a gaseous state. Steam. S-T-E-A-M. Steam. So it was possible, but nobody has steam correct. And we need gems. It's not gonna give us any gems. Does the breakfast nook have a fireplace? Probably not. But it gives us a key and some breakfast. Because we might have to run around. Yeah, we need to get a commissary or something. Something that where we can get gems in. Because we have 5 more classrooms and we know there is an exam room as well, so we need 6 more gems. We have no gems for one day when we're trying to do that. We have no gems. And this is also another great drop here. Okay, let's see how it is. We have to take the storeroom. Yeah, we have to go back downstairs and see what we can get there. Yeah, we have no other choice. We need to find something which gives us gems, or we could, probably a commissary would be my best shot. But we can just buy them, because otherwise we're gonna have to drop a lot of rooms to just get a few gems. We can just buy them, we would be in better shape. We'll do gallery, that's 1 gem. No, 2 actually. Yep. Then we can potentially get another classroom here, or a commissary that we can buy more gems. Okay. The freezer. Freezer will, but it did not give us our did not give us the good stuff back yesterday. Although we have the moon pendant, it did not give us our burning glass or our jackhammer. The freezer, no, I don't want to freeze my gems. I also don't want to use mechanarium. That thing has no doors. Yeah, we have a workshop. Okay, good enough to get out then, I think. It should have 2 doors. Even has 3 doors. Oh yeah, laboratory as well. Workshop, laboratory, and then the mechanarium itself. So 3 doors. Okay. Any gems here? No? What's this? Door 5. That's a key or a silver key, I think. Silver key. Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll just drop from here. Don't have a shovel, so that kennel doesn't do much at the moment. Yeah, we need a commissary. Just as simple as that. We need a commissary. Right here, right now. We need to buy a shovel and some gems. A morning room will give us gems. Okay, we'll take that. And that might have a shovel actually. No, it gives us a salt shaker. Nothing on the table here, then the metal detector or the shovel might sometimes be here. So always check it, because you run by next to it before you know it. Couple of gems for the room. We got a gem from the flower. That has to do with the observatory today, which gives us gem flowers in every green room. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Well, we can get all the classrooms, so start to give it to me. Of course not. And I can't redraw. I actually have to take the ballroom. That is so annoying. Yeah, otherwise we have to go all the way around the house. Yeah, we do actually. We have to go all the way around the house to get back to the foundation. So we have to take the ballroom, which will put our gems to 2. But the benefit of it is, even if you have no gems, you can always come back to this room, you will get 2 gems again. The other 2 are dead end, so I have to. So we're gonna lose an extra gem here. This is actually costed us 3 gems, this room. But it might repay us later. Yeah. See, I can drop this classroom now. I can go in, I can go back in, and put my gems back to 2. Okay, gray number 4. Let's solve the apples. And they are delicious. And apparently we're also digging in this classroom. No, we don't, because we don't have a shovel. Okay. What are we doing here? Identify each realm on the map below. We can do that. This is Aries. This is Orinda or Fen, depending what era we are in. And then Eraja. This one is Nuance. Next to it is Vera. On the top is Morajai, and on the left is Korarika. So we can do that. Yes, we know there is a treasure here. We don't have a shovel. Game, don't show me that treasure map every time. This guy has 5 out of 7. Oh, you need to do it by symbols. Let's see. Aries is correct. Fen Aries could be correct. Could also be Orinda over here though. So this one is correct. Morajaya is correct. Korarika is correct. That's 3. Vera is correct. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has these 2 swapped over. Eraja and Nuance are swapped over. Korarika is correct. Morajay is wrong. Vera is correct. So that's 2. Wrong. 3. Correct. 4, 5. Yeah. This one switched up Nuance and Morajay. This one, that's correct, 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 correct. And then he made a mess of these 3 here. Vera should be on the top, Korarika should be on the left, and Morajay should be on the top. The top one needs, yeah, they all need 1 rotation clockwise. These 3 on the left here. That's the 3 that he has wrong. Aries is correct. Orinda, it used to be here, but I guess in this era that we are playing here, it's not correct because we're in Fen here now, but we'll see. Raja is correct, this is wrong, this is correct, this is wrong. So he swapped these 2 bottom ones here. And now we have Korarika. No, this guy just got C-. So she didn't give us because this is actually correct, but it's politically with the red. No, it's not correct in the we are in Fen Aries, in the red area, so it's not correct. Geography. What is this here? Oh, are these the emblems for the cities? Yeah, I lost track of these. Do we know what the new capital is? Reddington used to be the capital, but now it's only the third largest city. I think I've written it down somewhere then, but Reddington is the third city. Yeah, we know that. That's what I wrote down. And now the new capital is Aries, I think. So Aries will be the biggest city, Fen second biggest, and then Reddington. But they have sort of symbols. So like, what is that? The Morning Bay Lake? Okay, that's that red tower or something. The Royal Museum is the black, museum. This is sort of the Colossus Orinda. Okay, that's the king of Orinda, I guess. Aries is just a city. And then we have the three mountains, which is Reddington. Okay, Mount Holly, makes sense. And then that thing, not idea. No idea what that's supposed to be. Then Arch Aries is on the top and the Raja is on the south. Yeah, okay, I'm okay with that, but there's some more art, and now we have all the shenanigans here. The South Key. Infinited. The South Key. But that is a Raja, that's in the south. Now we have new ones west of it. Now what's that? Vera? Costa Rica? Okay, makes sense, I guess. Depending on how you spin it. Costa Rica, Vera, Morajai. This is Moraven. Okay, so these three together are Moraven. And the third era is Orsphere. Okay, so Or is west then, I guess. Rot. Yeah, Orsphere third era. Okay, but it says a rot here, so yeah, we know rot is rot is clockwise rotation. So Thor on that castle thing there, Torlor et. Tor could be the opposite, right? Counterclockwise rotation. And lor is word, so we need counterclockwise rotation to the word et, E-T-T. Mora, Fenmora, Veya, Daya. Yeah, those are these angels again. But they're also planets apparently. Etsphere. Etsphere, so Et is east. So Or is west, Et is east. So we need to counterclockwise rotate to the word east. Okay, that actually makes sense because there was north, east, south, on that clock there. So we might actually be able to do that then. Okay, so, and here we have Orindia. And Orindia is the east sphere. With Arch Aries, Orinda Aries, Eraja and Nuance. But Orinda Aries is now called Fen Aries in the local. Okay. The outer circle. What's this? The inner circle? No, the Tree of Tides. The Isles of Orsay. The Isles of Or is west, but what is Say? No idea. Is eclipse in eclipse? So I guess that is and in are north and south, if or and et are west and east. Oh yeah. Which of the two is north, which of the two is east? North and south. And now we have those shenanigans up top there. Arch Aries up north, Orinda, Eraja, Nuance, Vera, Morajai. Seen from Fen. Seen from Fen, but that's not. Yeah, Arch Aries is north of Fen. No, it's seen from Costa Rica. Seen from Costa Rica it's east. Also east. Oh yeah, okay, that makes, yeah. This seen from Costa Rica, this is how they are surrounded there. Yeah, okay, makes sense. So this, what is this called? Moraven, and what is this called? Orindia. Oh yeah, okay. So these three are called Moraven, and that area is Orindia. And there are only 7 because the 8 is Orindia, which used to be, which is now Fen. It used to be Orinda, not Orindia. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there are 3 more grades potentially. No, 4 more. Oh boy. We can redraw 7 times. Huh? We can keep redrawing till we get classrooms, right? You would think. Okay. Ah, my God! Why don't you turn to the bottom again? This is so annoying. Why did we come here? Why doesn't it turn left? It's always I don't understand. Like, we don't have a compass. Okay. Do you need to have a compass to make that thing turn left? Is that how it works? Yeah, like here, we come out of the drafting studio, right? Here we get a classroom here, it turns left. Now we get the next one that turns right. That makes sense, that it doesn't go into a dead wall. The next one here, it turned right into the foundation, right. But if you have a situation like this here, right? If you don't have a square here, it's always going to turn right, I think. Because this is the layout of the ground. So you need to fill up this gap here first. And if you then get a classroom here, then it probably will turn right, turn left. I can do grade 5 here, but then we have to go all the way around the house to get to the foundation. Or we could go outside. No, we don't have a key card. We can't call the elevator. I'm gonna redraw. Okay, that's what we want. A letter has been delivered to the mailroom. So this thing also has a fireplace. Okay, that's good. Okay, and now we do a bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Study. Commissary. Let's do commissary. Get ourselves some gems and a shovel or whatever they have available. Set of gems. Let's do that. Shovel. Magnifying glass might not be a bad idea if you're dealing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now you can come up with your. Now where could we dig? Yeah, right behind us. Let's go back to that. That was such a stupid thing. Why do I do that? Yeah, that was talk about a bad move in history. This was one. Buy 10 gems and then go to the ballroom. That room, that is one of these rooms that needs to go. That thing needs to go out of, what is this? Standard? That needs to go to rare. That room is as useless as, especially if you have a lot of gems. Which in late state of this game you do have a lot of gems mostly. Like now I put a commissary here to get gems for my classrooms, and then the thing is built in such a way that you have to go to that ballroom. So annoying. And there was no other way. Yeah, I'm going in around. You're not gonna get gems. You buy all the gems available in the house, and then the ballroom takes it away from you. Okay. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. The statement on the blue box is as true as this statement. So either they're both true or false. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. They have to be in here, right? Of course they do, because the other two are just saying the same thing. Okay, what's next? The art puzzle room? Okay. Doesn't do much. extra notes or something? A salty apple. Oh yeah, the apples are delicious today. So they are 5 steps instead of 2. Okay, what are we doing here? Draw 2 things that share all but one letter of their name. Okay. Spelling incorrect. 2 and toot. Yeah, there are a bunch of letters missing there. A robot and a root. Corn and acorn. A missing. Plain bright car. That one is depending. Could be dessert, could be a flan, depending on what is next to it. Anything else here? Just a few pictures? No note or anything here? There's not much going on here for what are we here? Grade 5, right? Give me classrooms on here, because here we can rotate them from this room. From the rotunda you can rotate floor plans. So if we don't like what we see, we can let it turn to the other side. But then again, we might actually want to go back to the ballroom if we run out of gems here. So we might want to connect as well. It's also charging me a key for everything here. I'm screwed here. Can't afford this one, and the other 2 are dead ends. Which means we can't wander about too much, because getting to the dining room is 20 steps on itself. Yeah, even if I rotate it, it doesn't matter. I can't afford it. I can connect to the dining room, but I cannot afford it because the ballroom took all my gems away. This is a room we need to axe if we can still do it, but the clock tower then. No, that's us. It's actually, that's a stupid move again. I made 2 big mistakes here now. Because the study has a gem in the safe. I should always do the study there. I was thinking I don't need to do the study because that gives you the option to redraw, to re-roll with gems. But we need the gems for the classroom, so I thought that I will not take the study. But I should actually take the study because there is a gem in the safe, which giving us an extra gem. And didn't cost us one like the clock tower did. Okay. Classroom. The history of the pen by the victors. Yeah, this is that war thing, I think. Salty apples. Yeah, if we can find, yeah, every classroom gives us a salty apple, so then we don't necessarily need the always check these classrooms for so why is it so dark here? Let's do with the projector there. What are we even doing here? What do we need to know? Who was the first crowned ruler of Fen Aries? That's a good question. Of what? Of Finn Aries. The first crowned ruler of Finn Aries, I think, was Prince Learson. General Teskin was the leader. Who was the first crowned ruler of... Yeah, definitely not Desolate's 4, because that was where Prince Learson went into war with. So Prince Learson was red side, Desolate's was black side. But the first leader was General Teskin was the leader. But the first crowned ruler was Prince Learson, I think. Which city in Finn Aries is named after a historical figure? Gotta be Aries, I think. How many sons did the fourth king of Aridia have? The fourth king of Aridia. The fourth king of Aridia. Fourth era king Desolate's 3. Okay, maybe. Then it's 2 sons because he had 1 daughter. How long did the war last? 22 years. Which realm did not ally with Finn Aries during the war? Arch Aries and Nuance did, Eraja didn't. Which flag was forbidden to be flown as full stop? The flag of the surrender, the banner of the house of Learson, the black flag, the black flag. The black flag was forbidden because everything is red now. I think, but we're gonna have to see what's going on here. This guy has 3 out of 6. So Prince Learson 2. And the black flag. Which city in Finn Aries is named after a historical figure? Is that not Aries? Is that Reddington? Could be. Because I think Prince Learson 2 and black flag is correct, I think. Only one on this side? Yeah, apparently. This guy has 4 out of 6. Reddington 2, 22 years, black flag. And Teskin and Arch Aries wrong. Okay, would make sense. This guy also has 4 out of 6. Desolate is wrong. Aries is wrong. Black flag, Eraja, and 2 is definitely correct. Who was the first crowned ruler of Finn Aries? Desolate's the 4th, just maybe. Yeah, because he was the king, but then this guy didn't agree with him, and he went. Their own people went against him. I don't know. Another guy, 4 out of 6. Well, he have 66 is definitely wrong. 22 years, Eraja, black flag, these 3 are correct. So he has from the first ones, he only has... This is wrong. So it's one of these 2 is true. It's gotta be Reddington. The historical figure must be Reddington. The ruler must be Desolates then. So the correct answers are Desolates, Reddington, 2, 22, Eraja, black flag. That makes sense. Yeah, the reds versus the blacks. The red were victorious, although Learson himself got killed. We read that in the book. From now on, everything needs to be red. They also smashed the railroad because there was a railroad going between Raja, Orinda and Aries. And the railroad between Orinda, or now Fen, and Aries. Seeing those guys were sticking together, that's still going, but the one between Raja and this one is no longer a thing. So they're killing the railroad there. Everything is red. Everything is red, and there's a Zeppelin or blimp hanging there. That makes sense because new ones, they have air transport and they also allied with the reds, just like the yellows did. And now we're back on the first one, I think. Yeah, okay. So this was a bit of history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 2 more to go. I don't have any gems anymore. Can do 1 more, but that's it. And we're also running out of keys. Well, I guess we have to redraw for at least for grade 7. Well, at least it turned left this time. The problem is I have no more keys. I have no more gems. What are we doing here? Algebra. Okay. Let's first see if there are any notes or anything. Salt the apple. Okay, 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. 7 minus 5 is 2, squared is 4 as well. 3 times 2 is 6, squared is 36. 4 times 1 squared is 16. Plus 5 times 2 is 10, squared is 100. Plus 5 is 105. Minus 95 is 10, squared is 100. I think the result is 100 for this one. 16 reverse is 61. 12 reverse is 20. 21 minus 2 is 19. Okay. 30 minus 5 is 25. Reverse is 52. What is this? Round up? 1 line. Round up to the nearest digit. That's 22. Round up to the nearest 10. That would be 20. This is round up to the nearest 100. That would be 100. Minus round up to the nearest digit, which is 60. So 100 minus 60 is 40. I think. What's this? Hall pass? Hallways routed from an adjoining hallways do not cost join. Could not cost you steps. Yeah, but that's not. We need something that gives us freaking. Okay, this guy has 4 mistakes. 9 is correct. 4 is also correct. 7 minus 5 is 2. Squared is 4. This is not correct. So this is first wrong. 3 times 2 squared is 36. That's fine. 4. 2 times squared is 4. Multiplied by 1 is still 4. Squared the result is 16. This is also correct. This was also 100. So I think on this left column he only has 16 wrong, I think. So that's 1 mistake. 61 is correct. 21 minus 2 is 19 is correct. This thing is definitely wrong. So that's 2 wrong. This should be 22, so that's wrong. This should be 20, so that's wrong. And this is 40. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. And then these ones. He has 3 wrong. Let's see. 9, that's fine. 4 is correct. 7 minus 2, 2 square is correct. Yeah, it is 994, 36, 16. This should be 100, not 10. So he has 1 also here, 1 wrong in the left column. This is 2 wrong. This is 3 wrong. This is actually correct. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. Oh yeah, he only has 3 wrong. And this guy, he has 5 wrong. Correct, correct. 44 is wrong. The 12 is wrong, should be 36. So that's 2 wrong already. This is not 4 but 16, so that's 3 wrong. Here he has no idea, that's 4 wrong. 61 is correct, 19 is correct, 52 is correct, 22 is correct, 20 is no. Yes, it's correct. And this should be 40, so this is 5th correct, 5th wrong. So yeah, he's like 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 on the left column here on the bottom are all wrong. And then the last one in the right column is wrong. The rest in the right column she actually has right. Okay, I'm screwed here. I have no keys for this door. I am wrong, actually. Yeah, I can do a room 8. But then I will be stuck on the next door. Well, we can, if we remember these boys here. What's going on here? You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in the bin at the end. Okay. This guy, you go there. The bear goes in slots, if I'm not mistaken. Near the bin, yeah, this guy is in the tail. Okay. Rabbit, I forgot. The elephant is rat. And then here. If I'm ever a bin, far from the fin. The fin is over there, not far away, but it can't be then because the other one, there is one which needs to be having the letter N. The sum of my sin as it is spent is a number within the room we are in. Yeah. The first begin to play, yeah, this is the end thing. That's there. And then the rabbit is a shared letter, that's this one, and then whatever is left. The penguin I always forget. Okay, the penguin is gluttony apparently. Well, this will not help us. It gives us 2 allowance, but not a coin or a key or whatever, or a gem. Let's try, but yeah, that's what's to be expected, that it would be locked. So yeah, we're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We saw 7 grades, but there are 8 grades, and then there is an exam room, so we needed 2 more. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. Hence and repeat. Call it a day, get some rolling dice, get the school out again, try it again. We need to get to that last room. Huh? The problem here is gems. Huh? Or we need to go collect some gems and then try to find a freezer, freeze it up, and then do it again. That's an option. We need to get 9 gems, definitely. But the thing is, we had them anyway. Whatever you do when you do schoolhouse, don't get the ballroom. Let's go to the other sides. Can we get the rolling dice now, please? Can get more gems, though. It's also not gonna give us die. Okay, let's take the gems. Let's get as many gems as we can. The gems are in this box. The gems are in a box next to this box. Well, that's definitely a lie. The gems are in the blue box. Well, that's two that are saying that it's in the blue box. So either that is true, or they are both lying, and then it is not in a box beside that one in the box, then they are actually in there. Yep, okay. So then they have to be in there. Then this one is lying. Nope, and then they're not in there. Now I lost it. What? What was this one saying? The gems are in this box. So this one claims that the gems are in this box. And this one, the gems are in the blue box. Right? So this one is also saying that they're in the blue box. So either that is true or it is not true. It's obviously not true, right? The gems are in this box is not true, so that's a lie. The gems are in the blue box is not true. So that's also a lie. So this one has to be true. The gems are in a box next to this box. Okay. I thought this thing said the gems are in a box in both of these boxes in a box next to me or something. So I thought like that can't be, it cannot be in two boxes. We have to go for this materials. There's no point in trying to get gems and then use your gems on a security room. And we also missed gems on this thing here. That would have been 2 more normally. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured, that it's not gonna let me out of here. We saw that coming. I'm gonna do pool hall, because this might be one of those runs where we actually need a key card so we can go from foundation. Because if it doesn't give me an exit here, we are dead. But we could get a key card from this, so we have to do this. 14 reverse is 41. Minus 1, okay, it's 20. 13 reverse is 31. Minus 20 is 11. Divided by 11 is 1. 30 minus 9 is 21. Reverse is 12. Secret garden key. It all doesn't matter. If we don't get an exit here, we are screwed, because this game blocked us up all over the place. Okay. Sleeping mask, sledgehammer, magnifying glass, running shoe. This is not good though. It's not good. They're not selling keys or gems. That's not a good commissary. I want to go to the right actually. We have nothing for the mechanarium. That thing has no doors except for itself. So this thing has one door. It's a dead end actually. Gymnasium is probably the best shot here. It will cost us two keys, step things, whatever. God. Now I'm mixing even up my well, it gives us two exits. This is great. It's a great room. Okay, the game is starting to do trouble stuff here. Oh, that's what I thought. I might actually have to go for. Let's do drawing again. See, we have two of them. It's not working very well here though. We're filling up the grip with rooms that we don't actually want. Okay, finally. Okay, we got 5 gems so far. It'll be a top one though. It's also, we had it yesterday, it's also not going to give it from the first time, of course not. We're going to have to use 2 rolling dice here. No, okay. We have no shovel, nothing extra here. With a few coins here the other time, but nope. Okay, off we go. Back to the boudoir. Every time costing us 2 steps. Okay, how does that even work? With this freaking game. We have 2 dead walls. That thing should always go coming in from here and go to the left. Which it sometimes does and sometimes it doesn't. That is always something which has frustrated me on this game. Like here, it's a you know, you can come in from the there. Sometimes you come in from the there and go left. So it's not like that this, you look at it from the bottom here and oh, it has to go right. No. So because sometimes it lets you turn left. Like in the previous day, we had drafting room here, and we went left with that classroom. So why does that go right now? Into a dead wall. So annoying. You better have a bunch of gems in here. Ah, we do. Key, apples, southern doors, don't need that. What is this even? Oh, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is the first time that we get 7 constellations in one night at 40. Well, we have no gems to draw classrooms, but I don't understand this shit. Now we're turning left, coming from a left. Why doesn't this turn left now again? This makes no sense. Then I'd have to redraw. It's very simple. And now it turns left. Can anybody explain this thing? Well, at least the apples are delicious this time. Just drop the room. Okay, that's 2. That's 3. How many doors do you have? None. 1. This thing only has 1 door. We can't even get into the foundation or anything. This thing has 1 door. Okay, that's gonna be a redraw. I don't want that either. Okay, we'll take the cloister. That gives us a few also no point, we have no shovel. That's 4. That's 5. This room is completely useless. I don't want to do archives because then we can't even see the classrooms. Let's see. Let's start with these the drafting strategy books. That's the only things we haven't not actually properly had a look at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still need 3 more. Sacrifice 1 gem to get some keys because we're gonna run into a bunch of locked doors at some point in time. I don't know why I check it, because I don't think I've ever found a shovel in here. You would think that it could be here, but... Okay. 3 more classrooms. Gonna screw me over anyway, aren't you? Okay, we'll do a weight room then. The apples are delicious in the classrooms. And do we have a dining room yet? No, we don't. We'll do the top first one then. We'll put that thing over there. Secret garden over there. We're open the antechamber. Then we have 2 more dropping spots. Shovel here? No? Nothing. Nada. It has spread fruit in the house, but we don't have a conference room. So we cannot go wander about in the house to figure out what's going on. Here we go again. 3 sides open. That gives us an opportunity to potentially get in there and then drop rooms from there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're still on 5. That's 6. And we have delicious apples every time, so. And then there are some more spread out across the rooms. Sleeping mask as well. We can walk in here. Don't need that key, but now we can drop from here. now it turns left. Did you see that yet? But that's fine, right? Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. Oh, we're back at 7. We've seen this, right? Yeah, this is the algebra one. And now we can redraft a few times, right? 12 times. So this is 8. 8 classroom. It took us to finally get the Arabian dictionary. Yeah. Foreign language class. Ugo Aylor Nevdau. Learn Arabian. All right. Lor is word, U is house, tre is tree, yate is gate, lune is water, dao is day, nai is night, array is future. Early origin did not use any verbs, so today the rare usage of verbs are comprised almost entirely of loan words and are mainly used to describe physical actions. So they don't use verbs, they just use English verbs, I guess. What they mean by loan. Okay, what we got here? Ash. AJ is first, yeah, we know that from Ajera. The first era is the Ajera. And so Eraja is last era. Okay. Ma is small, so major, major, major. It's not a major key, no, it's a major key. It's major is small name. So major is actually a small name. Yeah, right. Major, major key, major, small name, Boli. Yeah, got it. And AM is large. OV is toward, VO is away. Nef is new, the start of. Ven is old or the end of. L is I or me. L is I. Or me, when paired with a verb, it can mean I will or I won't. Similar to ul and lu. What is ul and lu? You probably. If L is I, then ul will probably be you. And le is a lack of myself, and lu is then a lack of yourself. Okay. Okay, where? What were you looking for here? Hello, can you teach me a new word? The large house is toward the east. Toward was VO, I think, right? No. Toward was OV. Toward the east is Ovet, in other words. Towards the east is Ovet. Large house. House is U and large was M. UM So you am a vet is basically what that means. I will swim at dawn. I won't read at night. The branches of the tree are old. The trunk of the tree is small. Okay. Let's see what that means. Hello. Can you teach me a new word? Nevlor is a new word. But Eilor. First word, first word, new word. That sounds very strange. That first one. First word, new word. I think the first one is wrong, but the large house is toward of at the east. Yeah, okay. That's correct. I will swim at dawn. I is L. Swim is the loan word, swim. Nebdau at dawn, new day. From dusk till dawn, yeah. That's also correct. I won't read at night. Read le. It's the negative me, so it's I won't read at night. Okay, that's fine. The branches of the tree are old. Ven try ven. Yeah. Branches are old is an old tree. So it's old tree old. Old tree is old, yeah. In a way is right. That's why it's acceptable, I guess. The trunk of the tree is small. Ma is small. Ma nev tree. Small new tree. The trunk of the tree. The trunk of the tree is small. A trunk is a chopped over tree, right? That's old tree, as you ask me. I don't know. That's a bit of a weird one. First word, hello. First word could be hello, yeah, that could be hello, like hi, you know, like we say hi. Will teach, can you teach me a new word? Okay. Yuamovet is correct, El Swim Nevdau is correct, Ritlanai is correct. Tre branchven. Old branches. That seems to be wrong here, this fifth one. The trunk of the tree is small. Oh, my trunk, no, these two last ones are definitely wrong. So I think he has the first four correct. Or she, Teresa. Ailor, can you teach me? That's correct. You am a vet, that's correct. I'll swim Ash down? No. That's not correct. And dawn should be new day, at the beginning of the new day. This one is not correct. I won't read at night. Read le night. This guy has le read night. Maybe it's correct if you write it like that as well. The branches of the tree are old. Tre ven. It's old tree, old. In a way, old tree is old. Yeah, correct probably. The trunk of the tree is small. Ma is small. There's another guy with Nev. Correct. Wrong. Maybe correct. Okay, he has the last one wrong. New tree. Trunk. A trunk is not a new tree. What is new? Ven is old, right? Yeah, it should be Vin, eh? It should be Maventrei or something. I don't know. But we know what we need to know, huh? Lor is word, Et is east, and Tor is counterclock rotation. These, I don't know what we need to do with this, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What was this? This was 8, so there should be an exam room somewhere as well. Don't know how we're gonna get that one though, but well, we have a bunch of redraws and we still have a gem. Yeah, we have 13 redraws. We need to try to get it here. Plus two rolling dice as well. But the classroom themselves give redraws as well. We got left 8. Yeah, we need to keep redrawing till we till it gives us another one. Which he doesn't want to seem to do it. No, he wants us to go to this stupid dark room which we cannot see. Okay. Might do courtyard, costing us a gem, but it's going to give us 2 gems back, and then we can get out of this corner, because otherwise we're going to have to draw from the... Doesn't seem to want to give it here. We probably have to drop a few rooms before it shows up with another, and then we can keep the other redraws. I don't know. If you have to run 8 times, we still don't have a shovel. We also don't have a key card, of course. That's also something that we didn't in consideration. Wonderful. So we're gonna have to draft black-sided, and that is on condition that that is not a key card door. I don't think we even checked that. Great. So don't have necessarily the keys. Okay, that is at least a normal door. Okay, I'm gonna take this. I don't know what it is, but we have to gamble on it. Okay, final exam classroom. Let's give it a shot. I probably don't have enough information to get this thing in. What do we need? Ace. I think we need ace it. So we can't make too many mistakes, but we got 30 minutes. Sam left his house at 8 AM and drove 3 hours north and passed 8 flags. He then turned northwest at Tanner Fork and drove another 3 hours and passed 4 additional flags of the same color before arriving at Trindale at noon. What color were the flags? Red. Everything is red here. In the scenario above, where does Sam live? That's a good question. Where did he drove? He left his house at 6 in the morning and drove 3 hours north. Trinsdale is on our east. I think he's coming from Raja. You see he drove north. 3 hours, right? Grand city of Finn or Aries. Reddington. Reddington is above. It's gotta be Aries. Because city is west of Reddington. What color is the most often associated with hallways? Orange. Which of the following would be the last patriotic room pairing? A chapel in Finn Aries, that's red. A shop in Arch Aries, that's yellow. A greenhouse in Costa Rica, that's green and orange. Bedroom in Raja is violet, so greenhouse in Costa Rica. That's not. Greenhouse should be in nuance, and the hallways should be in Costa Rica. What color is the fruit that gives you +3 steps when consuming? That's a banana, which is yellow. So the following problem: +5 minus 5 is 0, multiplied by 2 is still 0. +5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, times 2 is 24. +5 minus 2 is 3, times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, minus 5 is 11. 10 times 4 is 40, divided by 5 is 8, minus 4 is 4. Plus 1 minus 4 is minus 3, times 2 is minus 6, plus 7 is 1. 3 minus 4 is minus 1, times 8 is minus 8, divided by 2, that's minus 4, plus 5, it's also 1. Which element on the periodic table is represented by the symbol C? That's carbon. Which element appears in the periodic table directly below helium? Directly below helium? I have no idea. And we also don't have a laboratory, I think. It's not H, that's on the left. I think it's Ne actually. Yeah. Which of the following is not a real element found on the periodic table? What is that? Is that Li or Ll? Y is Iberium, I think, or is that Ib? YB? I don't know. MT is on it, I think. LL is also on it, I think. What? HO? I have H2O, that's water, but I have no idea. Which element is on the periodic table by symbol Ag? That's argentum, which is silver. Which element could not be used in the spelling of the word clues? Uranium is a U, carbon is a C, that's fine. Radon is Rn, chlorine is Cl, so it's radon. There's no Rn in there. How many elements are on the top of the row of the periodic table? On the top row, one left, one right, that's 2. The city of Finn is south of which small body of water? That thing there, we saw it there, Morning Bay Lake. How many cities is Finn Aries are larger than Reddington? 2, because Reddington is the 3rd largest city. Which of the following realms is not near Fen Aries? Arch Aries is right above it, Raja is below it, Nuance is west, Costa Rica is the furthest. Not near, okay, yeah. Costa Rica is the furthest. Which sigil cores denote the realm of Arch Aries? That's the mountain. What realm is directly north of Raja? Orinda or Fen Aries? Fen Aries. Where are you right now as you take this exam? We are in Mount Holly, Reddington, Fen Aries. Which two pieces of art would be best paired to depict the letter B? A birch tree and an oak tree. Maybe. Hail bale or a mug of ale. Mug of ale is beer. And what is a hay bale? Is that ear? No idea. Birch and a bookstore. Wings and honey, letter B. B. Yeah, honey from B. Wings have B have wings, so D could be birch and a bookstore. They both start with a B. That's about all we can say about it. Birch tree and oak tree. I don't know. I don't get that one. Hay bale is a hay bale an ear or something? Mug of ale is beer. So if we take away the B, then this could be ear. Then it could be like that. These two start both with a B. I don't know. I think it's birch tree and oak tree. I don't know. Which of the following pieces of art was not displayed in the grade 5 classroom? Pry, flan. We saw a flan there. We saw the bride. We saw the pry. I did not see a jungle. Which of the following pieces of art is not displayed in the Mount Holly entrance hall? Face, definitely. Realize because that's in the gallery. Can you find the difference? The queen is Orinda and this is Orindia, those three together, so it's I. The I is the difference. Who was the first crowned ruler of Fen Aries? The first crowned ruler is Desolate 4. In which era were the railways of Fen Aries destroyed? The 6th era, I think. Yeah, after the war, they destroyed the railroads. And the war was in the... When was the road? Yeah, the war was in the 5th era. How long did the war? 22 years. What was the first capital city of Fen Aries? The first capital city of Fen Aries was Reddington, I think, because then later one of these guys changed it to Aries. But I'm not sure. Yeah, we wrote that down somewhere. It was Reddington, and then one of these guys changed it and made it the new capital. We read that in some of these books, but so I'm guessing Reddington was the first capital. I might be wrong though. It might be that Reddington was the capital in Orinda Aries, and then after the war they changed it to Aries. Oh, I could not. Oh, what? No. Can't change anything on it. Okay, you can't delete, undo, apparently. Which realm gifted Fen Aries a dirigible to headway their victory parade at the conclusion of the war? I think it was Nuance. think so. The deciding battle of the War of the Fifth Era was fought on the southern shores near what famous landmark? Deciding battle of the war. Fought on the southern shores. I think the Colossus Arinda, I think. Wasn't that the bridge? I think so. Oh my god, what is this here? This is 6 squares, 36. This is 3 square, is 9, minus 3 is 6. This is 12 in reverse, is 21. This is 11 divided by 3. Yeah, that's 3 something. Round up. That's gonna be 4, I think. Yeah, if this would be 12, it would be 4. It's gonna be closer to 4 than 3. So it's 4. 4 square is 16, plus 5 is 21. Times 2 is 42. Minus 1 is 41. Reverse is 14. Here we have 5 divided by 2, that's 2.5. Times 3 is 7.5. Round up to the nearest 10, that's 10. Minus 1 is 9. Times 6 is 54. Plus 100 is 154. Round up to the nearest 100 is 200. What is the origin word for house? U. What does Nef Yate means? New gate, I guess. Okay, so Yate is gate. The phrase très venle can be translated in several different ways. Which of the following is not an acceptable interpretation of this phrase? Très is 3, ven is old, and le is won't or won't. Not by me. Okay, that old tree is not owned by me. That's correct. My tree is not very old. That could also be correct. I cannot see the tree trunk. I cannot can be le, but that tree is not wrong. I am not an old tree. Okay, the third one is that makes no sense. The other one makes actually sense. How would you say the following phrase in Arabian? You have a very, very long name. You is ul. Am is long, large. Yor is name. Ra we don't know, but I guess it's that second one. Yeah, the other one is da is day. Ven is old. Ya is small. That makes no sense. Night Dao is night and day. Lor Lu, you won't word. No, makes no sense. It's gotta be the long one. How would you tell an Iranian, count me out? Count me out. How would you tell an Iranian, count me out? L is me. Count is loan word. VO is away. This is it. I'll count vo here, I think. The rest makes no sense. This is something with night again. This is Avelu. This is like not me, not you. Makes no sense. And this is just not me. Count me out. No. El count vo is the closest one, I think. Okay, what is this here? Using the provided Iranian terms for cardinal directions above, what would be the clearest way you could give directions to someone at point A to get to point B? In et is. In, so that's like northeast south. Northeast south. Yeah. that works. At tray, east on the tree. Yeah. Ajin. Ajin is first to the north, then east, away from the tree. No, not away. Off is towards. Towards the tree. South last. All three. Okay. First you go north, then you go east towards the tree, and after the tree you go south away from the old tree. Yeah, you go south away from the old tree. So this, I think it's C. Yeah, this one is using east, south. What is this here? Ma in. Ma? What was what? Ma was small. Small north. Could be like a little north. And then large east. Then for a long time east. Matrai. Small tree. Small tree. And then east, south. What? East, south? And then ma or small west. That makes no sense. No, it's the third one. It's gotta be the third one. In ancient Orinia, the number 8 was considered by Algerian scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though many in the secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numeric perfection. Near perfect. Though many in the secular sphere hold that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. Yeah, I get it, but what's the question? A, B, C, what's the question? What is this? 8 square and then square again? Eight square is 64 and then square that again? What is this here? 8 square is 64. Round up to the nearest 10, that's 60. So C is 60. And B is 8. Round up to the nearest 10, this is 10. And this is 8 square is 64, reverse is 46. So this is 60, this is 10, this is 46. And this is like 8 square squared, which is like 64 squared or something. The number 8 was, but I don't know, what's the question? Am I missing something? Like here, what is the question here? The number 8 was considered by Algerian scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though many in the secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. Almost perfect. I don't know. B is 10, C is 60, D is 46. And And this thing is like 64 square. So this is a very large number. Or do we have to go with the lowest, the nearest to 8? Then it's going to be B. But was considered by Algerian near perfect. This is near the 8, but well, we completed our exam. No idea how we did, but that last, I don't even know what the question was on that last page. They didn't ask a question, but you have 4 answers opposite. So either it is like 8 square squared or something that sounds like perfection. That would also be an option. Well, I guess we'll never know. Until the next day, I guess. Is there anything we want to code check? Not really. You can redraw 14 times. We have 77 coins. Maybe we can do a look for a freezer or something. This is risky. I don't know, we can do that. Why do I say that? Because I don't think I've ever I don't think we ever got a security door from the dining room. Let's see, we still have some keys, so if I can get a west wing here. Oh no, it was not so good now that I think of it. Yeah, of course, I should have kept drawing there because we had like many redraws now. Now we don't. In what world is this gonna help us? Well, just call it a day here, get 2 extra stars. We don't have that many material. Yeah, we have coins, but we start with 50 coins or whatever. Just do planetarium and call it a day there. That gives us 2 extra stars. No key card. I think the key cards can be in the trunk. It's very rare, but it can be, I think. Okay, just call it a day. Oh no, that was not. We should have gone outside. We could have done the thingy thing. Yeah, we know the castle. Okay, let's see what we got. Was it good enough, or do we have to do this cool stuff again? Probably made some mistakes, but how many can we make, right? We're 45 questions. So I think we can miss 4 or 5, I think. Well, we'll see. Here's the verdict. Exam results. Did we ace it or not? No, we got a B. We got everything right with the color and the math. Geography, we were 100% correct. Science, yeah, we gambled there a bit. Because we didn't have a... I could have, of course, Googled periodic table. The art... okay, so the art is also not the 3, apparently. We failed on the history, that's pretty clear. We also missed one on algebra, that's probably that last one. I have no idea what they want from me there. And Eragon, we have 67%. So what's that like? Six of those questions, we missed 2 of them. We also missed an algebra one. How did we do that? Yeah, that last one. That last one. I have no idea. I don't know what the question there was. It's almost perfect, but what does that mean? One was 64 square and the other one was 10, 46 or 60. So I guess it was the first one then. 64 square, if that's like near perfect. Science. We did okay actually in science. Yeah, we misinterpreted something with the origin. History. Yeah, we'll have to do it again. We have to do it again. Because we need the H's, I think. Isn't that what it says? Yeah, H the classroom final exam. So we have to do another one of these days where we have to go through it and do that exam again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to get an 8 trophy somewhere else. Easiest way, of course, would be the darts board, but we're only like on 20 something. We still need like 11 or 12. And the same with the parlor games. Because the questions are the same, of course. So we have a better shot of getting our A trophy by doing that classroom again, I think. You can do it as many times as you want. As long as we have enough gems and the classrooms show up. Code check is on standard. That's fine. I don't want that. I don't want any of this shit uncommon. This thing. Why are you still? Just put that thing on rare. Don't want to ever see it again. This thing on unusual, dead end. That's fine. We're okay with this, whatever they are. West Wing Hall. We'll do this, I guess. Three. 24 minus 1 is 23. 32 divided by 8 is 4. 9 times 2 is times 5 is 45. Turn around is 54. Minus 3 is 51. Divided by 3 is 17. Yeah. Good. This is better, hopefully. If it gives you something, but it doesn't. I'm okay with hallway. I'm not sure what I'm doing here though. Oh yeah, I am looking for things. Maybe try to do that exam again. But then I need to get some stuff going here, which doesn't seem to be the case. Don't even have a gem to buy that one. Well, then I'll just dump the planetarium here, just in case. Keycard and a lunchbox. Sure, my man. You gotta be kidding me. We're on rank 5, it's already closing the doors on us. Yeah, ever we race this thing here, I've never found anything here anymore. Ever we race the altar, since we raced the altar. It's like it's waiting on us or something. No shovel. Okay. GG. Straight up would be great. Fine, actually. Yep, thank you. Oh, we need it. Now just a normal L shape of some sort. Sure. Anything here? No, no, no. Okay. We're speed running today. I don't want that either. Workshop. Give us an item. Battery pack. Don't need any of this. Then actually should do another workshop, actually, to be honest. We'll do the den for the gem, but it's a waste of an exit. We already had access to that square. East wing. It's good. Gymnasium, sure. Anything good here? No? No. Anything that turns? Of course not. Why would it? This thing has no doors. We only have the electric aquarium, which is power. Gear room, that's it. Workshop, it's 2. Maybe, maybe. Aquarium is gear room. Workshop is 3. It should have 3 rooms, so it should give me an exit to the right. Okay. Only gave me 2 though, so I guess the electric eel doesn't count. That's not an original. It's a power source. It's a gear room, right? Workshop is 2. Mechanarium is 3. It should have 3 doors. Oh yeah, it does. One way I came in through. Of course, forget about that one. We're gonna go for workshop here, I think. Of course we are. It's another item. Can we make something? Nope, because we don't have a shovel or a broken lever. Or a sledgehammer. Okay, that's locked. Well, this one probably also. No, this is not one. We don't need power, we have keycard, right? Yeah, we do have keycard. Stupid archive room. It's not so great, but yeah. Doesn't cost us anything, so we'll take it for that reason, but not a fan of it though. Okay. We are lacking some keys, that's clear. Holy moly. One, two, that's 3 doors which are locked. And then it gives us 2 dead ends and something that we can't see, so good luck us. Yeah, of course. The morning room. Any shovel here? No. A couple of redraws. I have a feeling that the commissary has the sledgehammer and the shovel today. That's my feeling. And of course, we knew it was not going to give us an exit that we could see. Now we have to gamble on this, but if this could be... There are also dead ends which cost a gemma. Nursery, laundry, or anything that turns left, and then we are screwed on this side. But we have no other choice. We have to gamble that it has sights. It doesn't. Observatory. But maybe it can give us a key at least. These are flowers. That's a key at least. And we have 50% sales. I don't think we have any shop in the house yet. Nope. I will do the mailroom. Can also have an item. But not today, of course. Not when we're looking for one. Nothing? Normally there's something here. Battery pack. Found the shovel already. Okay. I think we got all the letters as well though. Yeah, we're up against the wall. That's probably all the letters we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've seen that. DC power, we've seen that. Okay, we've seen that. Miss and Babbage, we saw that. That's the last one we saw, I think. So these are all new? Nope, that's the last one we saw. That's how we got to that new clue book. I've been running out of ideas my own. Yesterday I asked Curtin Dan if he had any additional security advice that could pass on, and to my surprise he gave me an envelope and directed me to include it in my next correspondence. I did not ask him what it contained, so I'll be very curious to hear what you okay. What did he bring us? Unused memos. Safe code 4368. That's red, that's wrong. The numbers 6, 7 and 9 do not appear in any of the fixed combinations of safes on the estate. Very possible. We have solved all the... Okay. Safe code 1213, that's also wrong. Safe code D8. That's the study, December 8th. It's actually correct. This is handwritten. It's a red note, but it's handwritten, so this is correct. There is a save on rank 10, that is wrong. Green memos are only true if they're in a blue box. Okay. Not much new that it told us here. I can't think of any reason you would need to access the server administration controls before I return, but your father has mentioned your interest in computers, so I have a feeling you might be a bit more hands-on than your great uncle. You will find the admin terminal in Blackbridge Grotto, a small cover, blah blah blah. Okay, this is about the admin key. Unfortunately, I won't be able to set one up for you until I return, but your admin key will eventually be Joan S. Yeah, first 4 letters of your family name. Or if you prefer, we could use a pseudonym. I'm sure we'll discuss it in a greater detail when I return. We tried also that. We don't have an admin key yet. He needs to still make one when he returns, as he just said here. If you do end up accessing the admin controls in Blackbridge Grotto, I'm sure you noticed the sealed circular door to the left of the terminal. As you literally have already concluded for yourself, this door can only be opened if 3 different microchips are inserted. Yep. Normally all 3 microchips are kept secured in 3 other locations, but I decided to make it easy for you and have left one of the microchips in the grotto for ready access. However, you will have to find a new clue or 2 to find the others. Yeah, you read. It's also you get the clues in the book. A new clue. Honestly, very impressed with the number of experiments you've been successfully in executing. I certainly was expecting. Frankly, I'm not quite sure what other advice I can offer in the blind without knowing directly what these challenges are you currently face on the estate. For all I know, you have long since reached room 46 and are just continuing your unaccompanied exploration, stack happy and free of the... Yeah, okay. Speaking strictly for myself, however, I cannot wait to get back and begin working with you directly. Helping you through these letters has only whetted my imagination. Until the day I return. So yeah, this is like the last one that he sends. Do we have a magnifying glass? Also not. We still, now by looking all these letters, we still need to watch out one of these stamps down below. Okay, so we got 2 keys. And we have to go all the way back to the archive. We're stuck. Archive and foundation. But they were all locked, but meanwhile we have 2 keys, so we made a bit of improvement. Again through the 2-step thing. Well, let's go north first, I guess. It wants 2 of my gems here. Screw that. Give me something better, man, that I can see where I'm going. Mount Holly gift shop. We don't have 8 trophies yet, so yeah. Thing which we need 8 trophies to get the blue tents, and then the Dirigi box is not in the game yet, I think. Oh, Jesus, man. Everything locked again. Yeah, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4 doors. We're not in good shape, eh? Okay, we'll take 2 keys here. I think we best do it here, right? He's making a mess of this again. Give me another one. I want to see what's going on. There we go. Something that's well, that's surpassed one of these doors. And then of course that's a security door. Oh, we do have a key card. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. All good. Yeah, we know this is locked. We tried it before. Don't know what it is, but we'll just route it. The garage. Okay. We do have the car keys, and we will get 3 extra keys. It's actually the best thing we could have gotten here. What was that? Isn't that security? Or just one higher? It is here. It is here. Well, it doesn't matter. We have no shovel, do we? Nope. Stupid game. Gonna give me a door with $17,000. Do a vestibule then. We can walk in and out of this thing. This basically are 3 unlocked doors. Rotate the floor plan. So this is rotatable. Don't know what it is, but it's rotatable, which means it has an exit. If we have bad luck, it goes down. If we have lucky, it goes up. Who knows? It's a tough code. Wonderful. Come on, man. This guy, man. This guy is not gonna give me anything. We can't see it, that's the problem. It's possible that that one gym room was the locksmith. We'll do this one, we'll go green and we will get the cloister. And that is free. Even if it doesn't give me on the left side, which is the one that has bypassed the cost, but that doesn't matter. Our ones is free as well. There it is. I don't know how many dig spots we have in this house today, but how do we not have a shovel? And that's the other thing we have with the cloister. Very often has a security door, so master bedroom. I am actually gonna take that because that thing doesn't show up that much, and we bought the dare thing or whatever, and we haven't been in it since then. This thing here. It's a permanent addition to this room. We bought it, and it also unlocks the dare mode, I think. And I think when you first time you walk in, okay. Well, we got one key left. Stupid ballroom again. Well, at least we had an exit. Let's see, drafting volume, what was this? Volume 3. Oh, we hired this before apparently. We rented it before. 20 days ago. December 21st. Was that yesterday or today? Architectural digest. Apparently we already read this thing. Yeah, these are, yeah, that we read. Okay, so 3 was available then. Okay, never mind. So 3 was available from the beginning, and then 4 and 5 we could buy in the bookshop. Oh, come on, man. Are you kidding me? Every door is locked in this house today. We only have the vestibule, which is not locked. Let me have a look on this thing here. The crown, the vault key, and the burning glass. Those are the only items we have checked. Favorite floor plan, conservatory. That definitely, we have not missed up on that one. Every time we get it, we dropped it because you can change the rarity of floor plans in it. Courtyard, most drafted, also makes sense. We did a few days of that shrine thing where it adds 8 courtyards to the house, so yeah, obviously we have drafted at the most. Contraptions are done. Yeah, you see, we're still missing this one here. We still need to look at that postcard with the magnifying glass, which has the last one, the one we opened the other day, the Mora J one, the one with the ship on it. That's what we still need to look at. Most avoided. Furnace, laundry, solarium. Yeah, there are 3 dead ends. Yeah, we have to redo this again. But not today though. Took me way too long to get the rolling dice. You want to get those quickly. I might have to do a purple day at one day. This was also locked, right? No. So we only have vestibule left, which still has a door that we haven't opened yet. There are probably some keys. This game, man, this game. Yeah, this archive floor plan. Playing a gamble game. And then it's locked. Okay. Well, that's been a while. That's been a while that we have done this. Not reaching or filling up the grid or reaching the top. Okay, straight. And then security is still straight. We don't have a... Stop showing me that map. We do not have... Yeah, that was a weird day actually. We went up pretty quickly and then we run into doors which are all locked. I think it offered us the commissary once at the wrong time. All the way walking down the aisle just to watch at a stamp. Which was it? This one. Mohajai. Give me that postcard. So that we can look at these ships. Look at that. Cool ships. Morajai. Naval. We knew that. Thank you. Like I said, all the way coming here to watch it. Now the stamp will be in the library book. I think we're also done here underground on this area. Let's see, this one. Yeah, there's nothing here. We have opened that door. Can't do anything about that. Yeah, I think we're done here now. We opened all the doors, we watched at all the stems, looked at all the stems, we have picked up everything here, also upstairs. That's all done. This one I'm not so sure. It was sort of that shortcut, that's how you make this puzzle. If you come back through here, you can come through here and then open that door, but there's still a filing cabinet here. We haven't done it much here, so there might still be something here which we haven't figured out yet. It's like a piece of a gear here. Because this room has... It has no purpose, huh? Because you don't need that... No, because you could potentially always push this here over. So you don't... This is like, if you find that way out, then you can put it perfect that you never have to change it. Now we can just walk over there. But you see people who have built it differently with the top thing being still down. But there, if you go to that way, then you can put it from there, you can put it up, and then you can use the bottom paths to walk over. But then it only goes to there. And then you walk through out of that there, and then you can come here and push it one further, and then the path is always there. If you use the top path, then you constantly have to change it every time you come in here. So this is actually the top solution if you want to look at it like that. So yeah, there might be still something in that room. That's like the only room we just passed through there. The only room we haven't done anything with. Safe house over there, it's all done. Yeah, we have done or found something in every of these rooms. Okay, so the only thing we can do is the thing we forgot the other day. We learned the origin for Torlor-et. We have this black thing here for a while, but the black key. Well, we haven't opened it because we had no idea what Torlor-et means. Now we do. Rot is rotation, clockwise rotation. So Tor is counterclockwise rotation. Lor is word and et is east. And we know the words north, south and east were on that clock. So I think we can solve it. We had the CIX and at 6 we already had. It's this thing here, right? CIX and then it is at 6 Torlor-et. With letters we find all over the place. A couple of letters in the locker room, a couple of letters in the grotto, a couple of letters in the cloister on the statue, a couple of letters in the back door of the secret passage. So yeah, CIX is 109, at 6 is 115, and then Torlor-et, which is counterclockwise to the word east. So I think that's what we need to do here. We know we need to mess with this clock here and press buttons, but we didn't know what Torlor-et meant. Now we do. So we can open this and that will have, normally it will have the black key, but we can do this whenever, I'm assuming. Because this thing, we had this thing for a while, we just haven't figured it. So yeah, we can have the word east here. North, west, south, east, the words are in here. So I think... So we can wind. So we have to go to 109. That's 109, and then we have to press the button, which is F. Okay, and now we need to add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which makes it 115. Press the button. Okay, and then we need counterclockwise, so go back to the word east, which is eventually, what is that? 1226. Okay, and there's the black key. The key of Aries. We know where it goes. We just did not know how to get it. Now we do. Okay, so we have classrooms exam and the key of Aries is done. Now of course the next time that key will still be here. Which means we now need in the next episode What will that be? Episode 28. Episode 28. School, black key. And what else did we have here? Oh my god, can't read my own. Demon crates? Oh yeah, remove the crates. We don't even have a lab in there, did we? Nope, we don't have a lab this today. Okay. So, what do we need? We need a shrine. Where we need to get the blessing of the monk. Then, as soon as we have that, we need to run black. Treasure trove. We call it a day, we go outside, we put that room there. Then we come back here. Aries keys. We pick up this key and we go open whatever is in there. So that's one thing. What was the other thing we're doing? Yeah, right. Lab. Crates from the tunnel. They need to go out. We didn't get the option the last time, but then we decided to go for the letters. I think we have all the letters in the mailroom now. We will also have a delivery from the mailroom tomorrow because we have no contact delivery. As soon as we drop that, we will be a package tomorrow on when we arrive on the footsteps. On the steps, I mean the entry hall steps. We will use footsteps to get to the steps. That's what we will use. So yeah, that's sort of the next thing we're doing. We have drafted that before, right? That shrine thing. We know we need 13 coins to get the monk for 3 days. Or we can get 16 more. We'd get 29 for 4 days, 45 for 5 days, and so on. Always 16 more if you want an extra day. We've done that before, and there was a trunk there which needed to be opened with the black key. The key of Aries, of course, is the black key. A key crafted from infused secondary gold and soothed black onyx. So yeah, it's definitely black. It's the black key. It has a black thing here, and that also was on the crate. So this thing opens that crate. We have seen that crate, but we didn't have the key. Because we did not know what Torlor Ed meant. Which we learned in the classroom in this episode. And that's how we got this key, and we do know where it goes because we have seen that. We've tried that before, dropped some ruse outside, and in the treasure trove. We found a note in the treasure trove where it says that the real secret of this room is not inside or something like that. Or is outside, something like that. So we knew we had to drop it outside, which we did, and there was the cover, which we could not open because we didn't have the black key. So we need to, this key needs to be combined with whatever we knew already. And then we will probably find either the dead stone or the scepter, which will give us 2 of the 3 items to reclaim the throne. We know we have the crown, which we can always pick up in room 46, that blue crown. So we have that blue crown, and then we have whatever is in that cover. And then the other thing will be in the shrine itself. Okay, so we need, yeah. So whenever we do the shrine with the monk, we need to make sure that we break that cover. And we need to make sure that we have a code check in our house, so that whatever is in that crate, that will be our 3rd item. Either the dead stone or whatever, it's something in that, or the scepter. Then we have the 3 things. Huh? Yeah, that all needs to come together, eh? That's easier said than done if you think about it. So we need to go with a day. There has to be a day where we Jesus Christ. We might have to do a few more days, monk, then. If you think about it, because the monk for 3 days it's not gonna cut it. So we need a day where we have the shrine. That's the first thing we need to do. Shrine. Then we have to go back and drop some rooms in our house until we have code check. And a sledgehammer. Or a morning star from the armory, or something that trashes these trunks, because the trunk does not open with a normal key in the shrine. So that thing needs to, a sledgehammer or a morning star or power hammer or something needs to break that thing. And whatever we pick up there needs to go into a code check, so we cannot do that thing before we have a code check. Okay, and then whatever that thing is, either the scepter or the deadly stone, then it will be in code check. But then we have that monk thing going, which means that the next day we need to run a black day with the banner of the king. We need to run black so that we get the treasure trove and the throne room. No. Yes. No, it's a 3-day sequence, because we need a treasure trove, but we need to call it a day in that room. And then the next day we do not want the shrine outside. The next day we want that treasure trove outside, so that we can pick up downstairs this keys of Aries, go to the treasure trove outside, pick up whatever is in there. Then we have that thing in our hand. Then we need to get that other thing from the code check in that same day. And we need to get to room 46 because we need to pick up the blue crown. And then if we are running a black day, so we can also get the throne room, because there are not many black rooms, so it will give us, which also means we need to definitely make sure that we have enough gems to buy that throne room, because that thing is 5 gems. So yeah, it's a 3-day sequence. The first day you need the shrine in combination with a code check in your house, so that you, whatever is in that crate that you're gonna smash there, that you can put it away in the code check. That's day 1. Day 2, you just need to run a black day and until you get that, because you will also give him coins, the shrine guy, so that you have a blessing of the monk for a couple of days. Then day 2 in the sequence, you just want to get the treasure trove in the house, so that you can call it a night there. And then immediately start day 3, where you then go draft in your house, look for your code check, put it in somewhere, build up your road to the top so that you can get into room 46. But that's okay. Once you have the throne room, you can open room 46. So you just need to make sure that you find one way of getting that antechamber. And then you have the throne room, you pull the lever for room 46, you go upstairs, pick up the crown, go outside, pick up whatever is in there, and then go to the code check and pick up that deadly thing or whatever. Yeah, it makes no sense. One of these two things need to be permanent. Something that you always have with you or something. Then you can code check one thing, you can pick up the crown always in room 46, and then that third thing needs to be something that you have always with you, or a permanent addition or something. It might be yeah, it's something like that. Okay. That will be for the next episode. I will call it right here. So yeah, it's like a 3-day, at least a 3-day, but maybe longer. So maybe we have to give him more coins. We might need that monk thing longer than 3 days. The blessing of the monk is 13 coins, and then if you want it for longer, you need 16 coins more. So 29 coins will give it for 4 days, 45, 5 days, 61, 6 days, 77, 7 days. Maximum a week you can do, I think. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know what's our allowance, I don't know. 40 something, 50 something? So we can probably do 4 or 5 days. But I think our first step is we need Kochek in the house and we need Sledgehammer. That's the first thing we need to look for. And some rolling dice. Once those two are in the house, when you have a Sledgehammer, when you have the Kochek in your house, then you go outside with 2 rolling dice so that you are guaranteed the shrine. And then you can at least get that thing and get that thing in the Kochek. That's going to be the first step. That might already cost you start a few days and call it and start and call it until you can make it happen, right? You need Sledgehammer and you need Kochek in your house before you can do any of the shrine business. So yeah, we're going to go in speed days now, I think, where we fill up not even 1/3 of the house and just call it because we need the other room the next day or something like that. But that's the plan for the next episodes, probably. Probably we will not make that work in one episode, but we will try. As for now, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.